to your weekly nutritional oracle card reading. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, well, my name is Erin, and this is where you can come for nutritional advice, food suggestions. They're all created through messages that I get from the universe, and I use those to help you get back in touch with your body so that you can live a life that's based on joy and purpose. So if you're returning, thank you. I'm very happy to have you join me again this week. And if you're following along every week, or for most weeks anyways, on this transformational journey of your own, then I would love it if you would leave me a comment down below and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if the information I give you in these videos are helping you. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, then hey, that'd be a good place to leave them too, because I'm always game for some new stuff. So there you have her. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's see what week we're working with here. It's February 22nd through February 28th, 2021. You might want to just sit down and relax, take a deep breath, or 3 if you need to, just to settle into your body, to bring awareness to what's happening right here, right now, so that you can get the most out of this reading and be able to just kind of have that vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, just a reminder, this is a general reading, so if something isn't vibing with you, if it's not resonating and you don't think it's for you, it's probably not for you. So just go ahead and take the information that rings true with you, and the other stuff leave for whoever else needs to hear it. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading today. I'm super excited. Okay, that was easy. Oh, okay. We have card number 31. It says Depth Lake. Very nice. All right, so she is like down in the water, but she's also like she's below the surface. So the things that are below the surface could potentially be rising up this week, all right? Which is not a bad thing. She's looking pretty meditative about it. She's not freaking out. She's just kind of, protecting and comforting herself, but it does look, there is some light shining down on her to let us know that even though it's dark around her, she has light shining down on her, right? And she's not too far from the surface. So I was not expecting that. That's an interesting card this week. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the moon energy, see what Luna wants to tell us today. Okay, so we have void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Ooh, all right. What situation will that be? Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting, the void of course moon. So since she's down in this the depths here of this lake, it's looking to me that yes, things need to come to the surface, and I think this is a little bit of not a repeat, but a play on last week also, where we were like, what do you need to release, right? I think that this is saying this week, that is what's coming to the surface, is the stuff that you're trying to release. This moon that is showing us that we're off course, something is going to set that into play, to where we are going to be able to like bring it up. We can't keep it under the water anymore. So, and then we have our animal spirit this week is the elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Card number 25. Okay, I love that. I love elephants anyways. They're so amazing. They're just amazing creatures, right? And you're an amazing creature also, right? So learn from the past. We are obviously having something from the past, right? That is since there's things down below that are going to be coming to the surface, we don't want to just release them, but we want to take that experience and to take stock of it, examine it, learn from it, see what was going on there that could potentially have been a pattern, could have maybe maybe have more to it. Just make sure that you really understand what the situation was, or the circumstance, or whatever's coming to the surface, so that you can not only release it, but not keep repeating it because you've learned your lesson already, and we don't want to go there again, right? All right, love it. That's a really pretty card. And then it's this one, the numerology card. Okay, we've got individuality again. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one more too. So still talking about being our authentic self. And then also we have intuition, number 22. So we got 11 and 22. Two master numbers, yes? Okay, so individuality, we know from last week that this means that we are to be our authentic self. We don't want to give away our power. We want to make sure that we're not letting anybody else tell us how we are supposed to be in our lives and how we're supposed to live our lives and what our true authentic self is. We have to find that for ourselves, right? Which only makes sense. But sometimes it's easier said than done, isn't it? So here we're also looking at intuition. So you're going to really want to be in touch and tap in to that intuition this week. It's going to be very helpful to maybe take a moment when you're taking stock of the situation or situations or circumstances, what have you. It's going to do you well to be able to maybe take a moment, right? Tap into how you're feeling. And remember last week we talked a little bit about familiar does not always equal right. Sometimes it's just that we are worried about the uncertainty of things, but that the familiar place is not the right place for us, right? This is going to help you to distinguish, is this familiar? And you know, I'm having an issue with it because I just don't want to let that feeling go because of the uncertainty, right? Or is this somewhere that I really need to go? Is this what needs to happen? And you know what else I'm feeling too? And I'm going to pull this card while we're doing it. What else I'm feeling here too is that this is going to be, it's not the beginning, but it's going to help you kind of deepen the, what we're trying to do right now. Have a relationship with our body again and get in touch with our body so we can hear it and listen to it, you know, like our higher power, right? We're going to want to this week, if we can do it the right, if it works right for us, if we can really use this situation as a learning experience and use our intuition to do that, it's like going to be the start of us being able to really kind of understand how our intuition is working for us, what the different feelings mean, if it's a familiar place or if it's just uncertainty, if it's really fear or if it's just I'm a little uncomfortable and even maybe excited about moving forward. Is this the right thing for me or the wrong thing for me? So I think this is telling us this is a really good opportunity for us to be able to use this in a way that will kind of hone our skills a little bit and get us set up for some real success in our journey, because now we're getting it. We've been following what's happening. We've been working for a while, right? And it can take some time to get your intuition skills in tune, because, you know, we're out of touch with a lot of things sometimes. And I know that a lot of us have had opportunities to be able to stay home more, but we're still busy, right? There's still things going on. And when you are trying to heal yourself and you're on this transformational kind of path, then it takes time. Everything is not quick, right? So I applaud you for sticking with it. Absolutely applaud you for that, because it's not always easy to stick with things when they're not going our way. Sometimes we want things right now, right? So I applaud you for sticking with that, and I'm super proud of you for really just hanging in there. And we're going to have a lot of like solar plexus, root chakra kind of thing going on here. And then, of course, some emotions are happening with the water, which is fine, right? Okay, and then for our final card of the day. Okay, and then we have number 19, deep breathing, which rounds this out perfectly because she's got the universe right in touch with her. You know, they've got a clear pathway to each other. They're helping her out. She's tuning in and offering what she needs to up to the universe so that she can use that information wisely. So take the time when you are doing when you're re-examining what's happening here. It would be a really good idea to take a few deep breaths and really ground yourself and be centered and have a little bit of quietness to you to let you be aware, like in the like you to open yourself up and to expand around you so that you can gather information, right? It's not just you sitting right there by yourself. Like, feel what's happening and let that pathway to the universe be allowed to open up and expand so that you can receive what's being offered to you in the way of information or inspiration or epiphanies, what have you, okay? All right, oh, I love this. Okay, so this is great. I love it. This is right on course with what's happening. I think this is a beautiful extension of last week of what was going on. So I think let's go ahead and get down to business with the nutritional advice, with the food suggestions, so that we can see how to navigate nutritionally through the week and support our body so that we can take care of these instances, right? All right, so just real quick before we move on to the next section here for the nutrition section, I'm just getting a message. Okay, so I'm feeling that for some of us, there is a real wanting to get like this zest for life back. Like, you're ready to like just be back out there and into life. And so here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you need, so this kind of situation here, when it's coming, if it's creating an emotional type response, if you can get that emotional, if you can like get some stability there in that emotion and figure it out, then you can use that like emotional fortitude to like spark some creativity. So there's somebody out there is like a really creative, right? And through this some sacral chakra, I think I keep calling this the solar plexus, so if I do, I'm sorry, I mean the sacral chakra. So sorry that I'm stuttering, but this message is kind of weird. Okay, so use that emotional fortitude to like, it will fuel your creativity, and it will just, I see like explosion, like it's gonna really explode it out into the world, because you're just ready to, like, you're there and you're ready to start expressing yourself again in a creative manner. And this emotional kind of situation that's holding you back, if you can learn to just figure that out and deal with it, then it's like you're golden. So that message is for somebody, okay? It might be for a few people, I don't know, but a select few. It's not for everybody, obviously, right? Now, since we're talking about the sacral chakra right now, I will say that this is this came out to me as something we really need to take heed in with the orange types of foods. And I'm seeing specifically like the pumpkins and the sweet potatoes, and even the pumpkin seeds, because I'm seeing the adrenal glands too are going to need some help. So some of the situations that are stressful, right? Emotional stuff is really stressful. So to combat that, our adrenals could be under more stress than normal. So it's going to be important for us to have some good adrenal support this week to be able to, keep our energy levels up and to stay healthy. So eat your like orange vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, all right? You can make a yummy soup with that, yes. And now I'm hearing another message that I'll put through real quick. Some of you all need to get creative in the kitchen. You've been wanting to explore into the cooking realm, and you're either I'm not sure what's holding you back, but there's something you holding back from doing that, and the time has come to let it hold you back no more. Put yourself out there. It's just food. It's just cooking. And it may seem like a big deal, but breathe deep, brothers and sisters, and it's cool. You're going to be fine. Look up some recipes, look up some techniques online, and if you don't try anything new, you're not going to know about it, and you're never going to get better at it if you don't just give it some practice. So there's some of you out there who are afraid to try some things in the kitchen, or there's something new in the kitchen that you've been wanting to do that you are putting off, and you need to not do that. You need to try it because it's going to be a good thing. Okay. The sacral chakra is like a big thing I'm getting a few different messages. The kitchen thing, for the cooking, the creative thing, and what I've been wanting to add on that this sacral chakra thing with the creativity, that's going to be a really big thing for somebody to look to. There's another message saying, look into the sacral chakra kind of thing and do some research, because it's going to spark some kind of creative. So it's going to give you some kind of spark or something. Inspiration. It's going to give you some kind of inspiration to do some kind of art, and I don't know what kind of art, just some kind of creative expression. It could also, I'm hearing dance too, so it could be something about dance. So we were talking about the sacral chakra foods. Pumpkins, carrots, sweet potatoes, and making a beautiful soup with that, right? And then also, we talked about the adrenals a little bit, and to be healthy with that. And those pumpkins, you can also use pumpkin seeds too. I think that's going to be a good way for you to get some really good fatty acids, and also some B vitamins that will, you could put those pumpkin seeds right on top of your soup, right? Yum, I love that. Or just snack on them during the day if you need a little bit of boost of energy. That would be beautiful. And those are going to help keep your adrenals healthy, along with, if you like oysters are great for the adrenals. And liver, we talked about the organ meats last week, so catch that video last week if you have not seen it already, because I go into a little bit more detail about the organ meats, and specifically liver here for the adrenal glands. And then also eggs are great too, and they're really quick and easy. So if you're pressed for time, the eggs are going to really help you out a whole bunch. You could put some of those vegetables in there. That would be lovely. I would enjoy that. And continue with your leafy greens. That's going to be good also. And also, and the adrenal glands are also kind of part of the blood sugar organ family. And also still keep track of those foods that will cause the spikes in the blood sugar. So you don't try to stay away from the refined sugars. Try to stay away from those foods that, make you jittery, make you feel bad, make you really sleepy afterwards. That's indicating a spike in your blood sugar, and that a big spike and a big drop. And we don't want to do that. We want it to stay as even as possible. That will also be healing for your adrenal glands and help your energy levels as well. Okay, and also some sea salt. Use some sea salt. That is also very good for your adrenal glands to make those hormones work for the adrenal glands, right? So that your adrenal glands are producing the right hormones and can keep you healthy and keep you energized. Because when your adrenal glands are down and out, you're in a sad state, right? It's very hard to get out of that once you get in it, because you have no energy. You're very fatigued. You feel terrible. It's sometimes you can't even lift your head up off the pillow. It's just it's very it's debilitating. It can be very debilitating when your adrenals are very fatigued. So we want to keep them healthy and out of the stress thing this week. And then I think keep working on the digestion too, because obviously You need to digest your food in order for the nutrients to get to where they need to go and feed the areas of the body that we're speaking about this week, right? So continue with your good digestive habits, with the deep breathing, meditation, whatever makes you relaxed and comfortable and able to be in a relaxed state when you're eating will be wonderful. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention was water. And I will have you know that last week I did not mention being hydrated, I don't think. So how about that? Because I was for sure I would say water and hydration in every single video, but I have not. So there we go. All right, but I'm going to say it this week. I took a week off and now I'm coming back. But the water part of things, I am looking as a more of an exercise and more of an emotional support type of activity. So I'm seeing swimming is going to be great, and if you don't have a pool or access to it, even just if you can take a bath or a shower, do some kind of activity that will help you be in the water, because the water is going to really give you some emotional support and help you to just feel comfort in that area, all right? And then obviously if you're drinking water and ingesting it and all of that, that will also help too. Truly, it will. So do that. Be hydrated. Okay. All right, everybody. I think that is about it. I think that is a great message, and I hope that it will help you out this week. I'm going to send you guys like a big, huge hug with healing and loving energy. And if you like what you hear today, you can give me a like if you feel like it. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that now. You can ring the bell if you want to be notified. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday for that midweek check-in, see how you're doing. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And other than that, have a great week, everybody. See you later. Bye.